Welcome. I'm John Canopener.
And I'm James Wang.
And together we are Rock Hard. And what we're doing today is we're doing something that we came up with called, it's a pre-ranking. So you know how there's always rankings. There's always rankings at the end of every franchise. What if you have a ranking already in your head, right? If you've already seen all these movies and you have a ranking in your head and you write them down, I wonder if you went through the whole franchise again, I wonder if that would change. I wonder if it would stay the same.
Yeah.
Because you might have some bitterness for a movie and then you watch it again and you're like, that wasn't that bad. It's not as bad as this, you know? So that's what we're doing. We're doing a pre-ranking. So it's our ranking before we watch the franchise again, and then we'll end it with our new ranking. And then we're going to compare the two at the end. So that's what we're doing. And the first franchise to get the pre-ranking treatment is Halloween.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. It's coming up, and it's coming up right now. All right, so now, whatever the fuck we're doing.
Oh, the fuck
Okay,
do
now
it anymore.
We haven't seen each other's lists.
No, don't look at my fucking list, dude.
I have not seen his, nor has he seen mine. So we're gonna go from, should we go from worst to best or best to worst?
Front to back or back to front? How do you want to do this shit?
Let's do worst to best.
Worst to best?
Yeah.
Okay, well, before we even get started on this ranking, there is one thing we are going to make very clear on this channel. We will not ever, never, ever, fucking ever mention, I'm only gonna say this once, mention or watch Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. That's it. We don't get the hype. We don't like this movie.
We don't.
We fell asleep watching it. It was so fucking boring. I don't get the hype for it.
That's a bad movie.
It's really bad. So,
I know
spoiler alert, it's at the fucking bottom of this list.
And if you guys like it, you guys like it. That's cool. It's fun.
But this is us.
But for us, like, it is kind of a kick in the... I think it's a kick in the face every time.
Yes.
Because it doesn't... I don't think it earns the name Halloween.
And to say what you want, like it's meant to be an anthology, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like,
it's not.
Whatever. Shut up.
They tried it,
no,
it didn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
It clearly didn't work. And apparently there was, like, lying about that movie, too. There was, like, marketing bullshit to where they were, like, portraying it that Michael was in it, and he wasn't.
I gotta fact check this, because that sounds fishy as fuck.
But for sure, yeah, there was, like, some bullshit about that. So people were... That's why it got so much hate. That's what I thought. And then when I watched it, we couldn't stay awake.
No, I fell asleep. I knocked out.
We watched everything.
Yeah.
And this was like a struggle to even give a shit. Like the premise of it was cool, but at the same time, I was like, this is not as cool as like, because all of a sudden there's this uproar and people that are like, Halloween 3 is good. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. Okay. I watch it and I'm like, this fucking sucks. I don't like this at all. Like, I'm bored out of my mind. Let's jump right into it. Halloween 3 does not exist in our world. It's Season of the Witch. It belongs over here. It's not a Halloween movie. We're moving on. You
go first. What is your worst Halloween?
My worst, and a lot of your worst, I know for sure, Resurrection, my friend. That is at the bottom. Okay. I know likey. I likey Mikey, but I know likey this movie. It's there's some cool kills and shit, but like from what I remember, and this is funny because like even though this is my least favorite, I still watch it. I watch it all the time. Not all the time, but probably once every 3 years or something like that, you know, just to get refreshed on the franchise, which is what we're doing now. But yeah, for my pre-ranking, that's at my bottom, Resurrection.
So, while I was making my list, it was kind of difficult because I've seen majority of the Halloween films, but when I did my list, I kind of did it as like rewatchability, and that's how I kind of did my ranking. So, with that being said, my worst one is unfortunately Halloween 6. So we have officially ended the streak. We don't have the same one. So I put
The streak is over, my
the
friends.
streak is over. Yeah. Well, as soon as you said yours, I was like, God damn it! All right, it looks like the streak's over.
Have you seen Resurrection?
I've seen it.
Okay.
But as I'm saying, rewatchability, it's stupid, and I'll get there when I get there. But I'm like, but I would rewatch it.
It also depends on when you watched it, because you could have seen it when you were like fucking 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
You've been like, oh, that's cool, you know. But now that you're old, if you watch, so that's why
So
we're doing
it's
this again.
It's a pre-ranking.
It's a pre-ranking.
So that is my number 12 spot is Halloween
The Curse
6.
of Michael Myers.
Yeah.
That's a fan favorite. I know some of the people, that's probably their number 1 because it's so fucking wacky. People love that one.
When I think of Halloween, I think of Michael Myers. When I think of Michael Myers, I think of serious. Like, he is fucking out.
All right.
Evil dies tonight.
Okay, so there's a total of 12 movies. So in my 11th spot, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I know Mikey. Again, I don't even like Mikey in this. He sucks. I don't think this is Michael Myers.
Yeah.
It feels like a totally different kind of killer, which would have been cool if it was just a different kind of guy. If it was a different story, just some guy wandering the earth that fucking gets drawn by his mom to go. I don't know. Kind of saw that in Friday the 13th, but similar. Anyway, all I'm saying is that, yeah, I have problems with it because Laurie is annoying as shit. Michael doesn't wear the mask half the time. He puts it on.
He only puts it on when he kills people.
Which I don't like.
Which even he barely does, because there's some scenes, spoiler alert, but there's some scenes where he just fucks people up and he kills them without wearing the mask.
There's no explanation of how he came back.
Yeah. After getting shot in the face.
Right. In the first Rob Zombie Halloween, clearly Laurie shoots him in the face and she's freaking out. I killed somebody, I killed him,
Yeah.
And she's freaking the fuck out, yeah. Okay. Blasted his fucking head off. Or at least put a bullet in his head. And he just, when the car crashes in this one, he just fucking walks right out. And fucking cuts the guy's head off or whatever.
Okay, that shit was gnarly. I don't know. I like that.
Yeah, it's brutal. That's again, even though this is at number 11 on my list, we just watched it the other day.
It was awesome. I liked it.
So I have no problem watching these. These are just my least favorite. And this is why. I like Michael. I don't feel like he's Michael. That's my biggest reason. That's my biggest thing. It doesn't feel like Michael Myers.
Going on from that, my number 11 spot is Halloween Resurrection. It's down there, but like I said, when it comes to rewatchability, excuse me, I would rather watch Resurrection over Halloween 6. I feel like that one, it's more goofy and more like, kind of like in that 2000s kind of era with the rappers and all that shit. I don't know. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's just, I don't know. I feel like that one was
I hate how they killed Laurie. Had this big fucking badass ending in H2O, which is way up on my list. And this bitch dies in the first scene in this movie. Or the first act, whatever. At the mental hospital, she fucking, it's stupid. It's really dumb.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It's really dumb. She goes through all this and then you just kill her off in the fucking first 10 minutes. That's why. I mean, that's besides the whole Busta Rhymes kicking his ass bullshit, telling Michael to go fuck himself or whatever. Like, get the fuck out of here! What are you doing? I'm Michael Myers. You're not Michael Myers. I'm Michael Myers.
Yeah.
All that stupid shit.
That's what I'm saying.
And then Michael just fucking
goofy.
walks away. Bullshit, dude.
He would fucking
Bullshit. That's the most I've ever seen Michael look like a bitch. My number 10 is Rob Zombie's number 1, bro. Halloween. Rob Zombie's Halloween. Once again, I don't feel like that's Michael Myers. Motherfucker's too big. It pisses me off. Yeah, I don't like it. I like Laurie in this. If there is going to be a new Laurie, she does great. I like how Danielle Harris is back. All that shit. And basically the biggest, why it's at the bottom though, is because Michael himself. I don't like knowing his childhood. I don't like seeing him being this stupid little fucking kid that just got picked on. And it's like, okay, obvious he would turn out to be fucking crazy. But anyway, he just randomly stops talking. It's just like stupid shit just to make a Halloween movie. But it's not a Halloween movie. It's a Rob Zombie movie. And he used Michael Myers as his killer. But it's not a Halloween movie, Yeah. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, that's why it's there. Michael's too big. He's too big. I don't like it.
For my number 10, I put Halloween H2O.
You son of a bitch.
I put it down there.
I'm fighting weights.
I again, like I said, I did my list based off rewatchability. So like, you know, the number one being I would watch it over and over again.
That's why I don't understand that one. That's why I don't get it. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I liked it, but then again, it's one of those movies where I'm kind of like foggy on it too. You know, like I have to rewatch it again. But I don't know. From what I can remember, it has its moments, but I just rather just watch the ones higher on my list. It's good. It's good, but it came out of fucking nowhere.
It's not a lot of people's favorite.
Yeah, for me, it almost came out of. It seems like it just came out. You know, you have like the original ones, and then that one just came out of nowhere, and it's like 20 years later, and it's like, okay, it's a cool premise, but like you could have, I don't know, you could have left it alone. I don't know. I just feel like it was just kind of just.
I like it, but granted, it's nostalgia. We'll get to it.
Which I respect it. Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so that brings us to my number 9, which is Halloween 5. Halloween 5. The Mask. The Mask is terrible. The story gets really... This is when you put 6 on the bottom of your list. Well, 5 started at 6. Because they needed some kind of story to make up for, like, what the fuck this director did in the 5th one. Mm-hmm. Apparently, it was like a French director or something like that, and he wanted to do something totally different. And, yeah, at the end, when the guy in the black suit and the cowboy hat or whatever comes in and fucking frees Michael, and Michael's just... Whatever. That whole thing, the cult thing starts there.
Yeah.
And then they didn't know where to go from that, so they made The Curse of Michael Myers, and I believe a fan is somebody that wrote it and directed it.
Wow.
And made this whole story. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like, I think that's what happened. Anyway, so they had to find a story, and that's why The Curse of Michael Myers is so fucking wacky, because they started with 5. Mm-hmm. You know, even though 4 was fucking awesome the way it was, you know, and they fucking had to do this stupid shit. Jamie, she's fucking mute. She doesn't talk through the whole thing, and she does a great job. I'm not dogging her. This is when Loomis starts to act really fucking crazy with her.
Because and I
like
getting
that.
all close to her, like fucking breathing in her face. I'm like, oh my god, dude, back the fuck up.
I love Loomis, and I love him being more collected and just like, I'm telling you, evil is here. You know what I mean? Just like getting crazy, but it's, you know, that's not him. You know, he's totally wacko in this.
Yeah.
But it is one of the first Halloween movies I've seen when I was a kid. And yeah, I do have some kind of connection with it. I have no problem watching this movie. I just hate the mask. I hate how she's mute. And I hate how Loomis is insane. Yeah. That's it.
So that was your number 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. That's kind of interesting because my number 9 is also Halloween 5. That's the one that we got in common. Yeah. So, the same shit that he said. Just kidding, but again, I like it too. Like it's
kind of boring too.
It is kind of boring, but I think the only thing is I just like the people in it. You know, like except that one thing that they made like Loomis started going.
And they kill fucking Rachel.
Yeah, that shit too.
It's just like Resurrection. Yeah, that's why I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like both these times. Like okay, that's another one too.
Yeah, sorry. I just forgot.
Rachel's a fucking badass.
Yeah, that's
dude.
some shit when they killed her.
You finally got a good lawyer replacement, and you fucking do that, dude. Oh.
They did her so dirty. I forgot. Yeah, it is kind of low on my list. So, but yeah. So Halloween 5 is my number 9 spot. It's kind of hard, you know, because the same shit that he said.
Number 8 spot is The Curse of Michael Myers.
The Curse?
The Curse of Michael Myers. Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. I'm not as big of a fan as a lot of people are on this one. I think they did a great job on like, okay, this left off here. What the fuck do we do now? You know, and it's fun. It's a fun one. Mm-hmm. It's fun. And it's not terrible. Like, there's some great kills. This is where Jamie dies, though. And I hate that.
That's why... Oh, that was the other thing I forgot to mention as to why I put 6 kind of low. Was because, like, after watching 4, 5, and 6, like, you get attached to Jamie as a character. And you, like, start liking her. And then it's like... And the 6th one, they kill her.
Laura's daughter, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it makes it even more meaningful and even more impactful that she's a character and that she's surviving all this shit. And then they just fucking killed her in the 6th one.
It fucked me up when I was a kid and I saw that shit because I'm telling you, the first Halloween movie I ever seen was Halloween 4. And then when Halloween 6 came out, I remember watching it on like Cinemax or something when I was a kid. And yeah, knowing that was Jamie and that she just fucking got pushed on this fucking farm equipment or whatever, and he grinded her up, some corn grinder thing or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, and yeah, it's brutal. It's a cool kill. That's what I'm saying. It's not totally bad, but at the same time, like, you know what I mean? God, it hurts.
It's like killing your favorite character. You know?
Hurts. Yeah. Just to waste her like that.
So my number 8 is Halloween Ends. Yeah, as much as I love this new trilogy with Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends as a trilogy, most people shit on Halloween Ends and Halloween Kills, but I like it as a whole. But when it comes to like ranking those 3 and against the other ones, Halloween Ends at the end because the way that they just fucking did my boy Michael so fucking dirty. I just don't like that they killed him. I mean, I get it. He's a bad guy. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, go watch that shit.
We assume you guys have seen these.
When they kill Michael at the end of Halloween Ends, it's like, damn, dude, like, what the fuck?
It's like, wow,
but,
that really happened.
But then not only that, I also, a lot of people didn't like the whole Corey Cunningham story. Or the whole love story with Allison, or was it?
Yeah.
Or Allie, or yeah. Allison. Me personally, I didn't like that either, but I did like Corey being a potential replacement for Michael.
Yeah, I know.
Because he was fucked. He got fucked from the beginning. He had very bad luck. He didn't kill that kid, and he got looked at a bad guy, and he got fucked over.
I thought it was cool shit.
Yeah,
I liked it a lot, dude.
And then the build up for him being
and then he ends up just fucking slashing his own throat.
Yeah, he
stabbed himself right in the throat. And then Michael ends the job by fucking snap his neck. But yeah, you could have set up something so cool. Like, that is cool.
Yeah,
that is cool. It is cool that, or even if you let them both live and have them both have this little team up movie and shit like that. I'm down for it. Like, if you want to do something different, like you kind of did. And I wasn't mad at it. Like, it was, what pissed me off was how they marketed it.
The trailers, it showed more Michael and Laurie than anything.
Michael and Laurie, the whole fucking movie. It was just going to be okay, we're back to basics here. It's just going to be a battle between them, you know, whatever.
And it ends right fucking here, you know?
Maybe a couple fights. Maybe a couple, you know, run-ins with each other and stuff like that. But, nope. Instead of just randomly at her house.
At the end of the fucking movie, too, which is the worst.
It is cool, though. I love James Hugh Courtney. He's my favorite Michael. If you guys, he's fucking awesome. But yeah, when you do see his hand first come into frame and pick up the mask, you're like, oh, it's happening. Mm-hmm. He's here. Oh my God. So yeah, there's parts I love the Halloween Ends is a good movie. I like Halloween Ends. I have no problem with it.
But what I'm saying,
but
like,
the marketing sucked.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of low, because it's the marketing and then the fact that, like, they have so many things going on. They have like the Laurie and the Officer Hawkins thing going on. They have the Corey and Allison thing going on. They have the Michael thing going on. Like, they have so many things going on. I just liked the whole Corey Cunningham thing, but I didn't like that they fucked him over, and then they kind of ruined a potential spin-off or a potential continuation of the story in the same universe.
It's just weird to introduce right now because
at the end they could have done it before.
I'm sure they only had the rights for three films.
Mm-hmm.
They did that. They completed it. Done. So then it's up in the air if you want to continue. So I get why they wanted to end it, but it seems strange that you would introduce a whole new character that we get attached to, and he just kills himself in the end.
At the end, yeah.
My number 7 is Halloween Ends.
Damn.
I do like it a lot. I do. I was a little bent. I was expecting more, but at the same time, we just talked about it. There was potential. There was some marketing flaws, and there was little Michael.
Corey.
I'm here to see Michael, bro.
Yeah.
Like, every Halloween movie, give me. That's why Kills is up on that. Anyway, I'm just saying. You go see a Halloween movie, you want to see Michael. You don't want to see somebody pretend to be Michael, unless that's leading into a team up kind of thing, or this guy's going to take over Michael, not die at the end of the fucking movie. So that's the big thing. We all, or not we all, a lot of people hated this fucking movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was very like criticized by fans, but I'm like we're like one of the few minority that like actually like enjoyed this movie for certain things. Again, for me, it was like I said it when the movie came out a couple years ago, and I'm saying it now. Like I liked Corey. I liked him as a character. He got a very bad rap, and he went through some shit. You know, 'cause people thought he killed that fucking kid. His life ended, and then he's getting revenge on almost everyone who fucking talks shit about him, and it's kind of satisfying. Like, yeah, fuck those people who are talking shit because he didn't do nothing wrong. You know.
And they did do a good job of keeping it like ominous to where like, did Michael pass something to him?
Yeah.
Or what happened there? You know what I mean? But they didn't answer this, so that was clever on their part because very good. You know what I mean? It should be a mystery. You should never know why Michael does what he does, or if anything gets passed on to anybody, or if evil's this disease that he has, or I don't know. But like, it's fun just to have that mystery. And when you explain it, it sucks, Rob Zombie.
My number 7 is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Damn.
Yeah.
Up there.
It's again the way.
You haven't said one Rob Zombie yet.
No.
Wow.
So the way I did my list again is rewatchability, and I would definitely rewatch Rob Zombie's 2 Halloween. I don't know, like I like it. People again, it's heavily criticized by people. People didn't like it, and then there are some things that don't make sense, like the whole like ghost mom thing, and then leading him to fucking and then him not wearing his mask when he's killing
Lori
people.
Would have a picture of Charles Manson behind her bed.
Shit like that. It just doesn't make sense. But the one thing I liked it's the sheer brutality and the fucking killing. I like the kills in this movie.
They're brutal.
Yeah.
And they do suck. I mean, if you're gonna get killed by a Michael, you don't want to be killed by this one.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be the scariest motherfucker to go like, oh, okay, I'm fucked. You know.
He's big. I'm saying like
when Annie biffs it, it's sad.
Fuck, it's fucking sad. Yeah, it's crazy. But again, I just like this one. It's a very enjoyable film, and I definitely like.
It is kind of fun.
It's a fun movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even though it's way down on mine, like it's still. I had no problem watching with you the other day.
Yeah.
Like it's fine. Like I love Halloween. Halloween with Michael Myers. My number 6. It's gonna disappoint some people.
Oof.
A little bit. Halloween 2.
Wow.
Halloween 2.
Holy shit.
Is my number 6. I actually love how if you want to keep going, you can play part 1 and you can play part 2, and it's like seamless.
Yeah, it's like
it's fucking beautiful. It's beautiful. Michael looks a little different because they have a different guy, but if you want to continue, that is beautiful. Almost as beautiful as Kills with them. It's more impressive in Kills when they did the flashback scene.
Yeah.
But like here, like they only had a few years to separate it, so it was easy to not that much has changed. So they had a way easier time doing that. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, to continue the story, they did a beautiful job. I will say that. It's just one that I just don't watch that much. That's all I'm saying. I own it. I like it. It's just one I kind of skip over more than others, you know? That's it.
All right. So my number 6 is going to be Rob Zombie's Halloween 1. Yeah, this one, I like the first one. I feel like I've heard for years, because Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 came out in like 2007. And around that time, and now I've heard like it is bad, it's the worst one. But
it is.
But like, I mean, Rob Zombie as a director, I feel like he has certain things that he's good at. And he's good at fucking making it, you know, like under your skin, like fucking like brutal kills.
Making the kills feel real.
Yes.
He's really good at that. He's really good at framing things. He's really good at like making like intense shots. Like, look, Even in House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah, he like his own movies, like those, like
House of the,
Three from
when
Hell.
he has,
you know,
when he has that like deputy down, when Otis is about to fucking blast his head.
yeah,
It goes forever, and you're like, is my TV broken? What happened? And no, it's just he wants you to feel that fucking pressure of like. Then you start putting yourself in that guy's shoes of like, I'm about to die, and he's making it. He's just being a piece of shit and just making you fucking feel that.
He's like prolonging it.
And
yeah.
And then it happens, and yeah, he likes to make you. He likes to show the reality of what like. Yeah, if it really happened, this is what it would be.
Yeah, and so like I like Rob Zombie as a director and stuff like that. And when he did Halloween and when I watched it, it was like he got some of like the key components of what makes the movie what it is, like Halloween. Like he kind of followed that same thing where he killed his sister and all that shit, blah blah blah. Gets fucking bullied and he kills that one kid. It's sad as fuck, but I'm like, god damn. Like,
yeah, first like, yeah, get him, and then you're like, okay.
It's enough. All right,
stop.
He's like fucking beating him with the stick.
Yeah. He's like, please stop, please. And he's like crying. I'm like, God, I don't want to watch this. That's what I'm saying. But he makes it. I understand what Rob Zombie's trying to do. He's trying to say like, this is fucked up. This is what happens in the real world. Here you go. You know. And at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but do I need to see it? Like, even. Anyway.
I feel like
we'll do a whole Rob Zombie just thing. We're gonna have to because there are some good movies. He has some good movies, and Halloween 1 isn't bad. It's not terrible. It's just not Halloween to me. That's all it is. It just doesn't feel like Halloween.
But I feel like it's more Halloween than Halloween 2.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. Halloween 2 picks up right after Halloween 1. I mean, it is literally the same night. You have Loomis, you have everything, like Laurie, you have it all.
But the one thing I didn't like about it was the fact that like they have a whole ghost mom thing and he's leading him. I was like, and he's like, no, and he's not wearing the mask.
About
Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh,
I was getting defensive. I was like, what are you talking about? Oh my god.
No, dude, no. I thought you were talking about the old school Halloween 2.
No, I'm talking about Rob Zombie's.
It's so confusing sometimes.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? That's the fight. I'm like,
yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
I was getting defensive. I was like, how can you say Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is more than Halloween 1?
Way. There's no fucking way you're saying this right now. Okay, yeah, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Yeah.
Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 is more of a Halloween movie than Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah, it's better. My number 5, my friend, Halloween Kills. I love it. I love it because just like Halloween 1 and 2, they go hand in hand. So 2018 goes right into Kills. Perfect. I love it. The same night. Beautiful. 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 You have the opening scene with Michael, firefighters. Come on. If you want a Michael movie, this is the Michael movie, bro. And that's why it's so high up on my list. Because it's in my number 5 spot. Because I fucking love it. Even though, dialogue is stupid. Laurie spends most of the time. The hospital scene's retarded.
Yeah.
Laurie is bedridden the whole fucking movie, so it's like whatever. But oh my God, is Michael awesome in this sold it for me with James Jude Courtney.
Yeah.
I was so stoked to see this, and when we did, dude, I was like so fucking hyped. It was beautiful. Like I really like David Gordon Green's trilogy. I like it a lot. I think it's some of the best shit that's come out of Halloween. Like I love what he did. I love it. Kill sucks with the dialogue. The evil dies tonight. It's retarded. They could have used the characters a lot better. The returning characters. They could have used Brackett. Like, dude, he slaughtered your daughter. Why, when you have him point blank, would you be like, "Hey, Michael, it's Halloween. Everyone is intended to one good scare," and try shooting him? Like, why would you say that? Why would you be like, "This is for Annie, motherfucker. You fucking killed my daughter. I've wanted to kill you for so." It could have been like in a very serious, emotional moment. Like, I fucking have you. I got you. Tommy, hit him. You know what I mean? Tommy comes in with the fucking bat and just poof, and they fucking shoot. I don't know. It could have been way cooler. That's all I'm saying. Like, make them make more sense why they're there. instead of just being survivors of something, you know. And Brackett seemed kind of like a stretch anyway. He's like security at like a hospital. It's like
He's old as shit.
It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. If he was like chilling at his house and they're like, "We got him," I'm like, "What?" Okay, and he gets up and it's like emotional and like I don't know. I just feel like there could have been something. I know you only have so much time, and you know you're doing the dailies, and people don't like what they see, and you have to keep changing it. But like, goddamn, that would have been cool.
For my number 5 spot, I put Halloween 2.
Halloween 2.
Yeah, it's
See, that makes more sense than your last one. When I when I thought you were talking
the
about
original
I was like,
John
"Jesus
Carpenter's Halloween 2. Okay. Yes, so Halloween 2 is my number 5 spot. It's again, I liked it. I like how it's a continuation from the first ones. If you wanted to watch them back to back, it makes sense, you know, because you know there's some movies that fail in that, where it's like one movie and then the next the second one is like takes up
It's pretty seamless.
years later, but you can tell that it's different, like RoboCop. You know, it's different. The suits are different.
Yeah. RoboCop 2 suits the best.
Yeah, but that's a whole different franchise we'll get into when we get there. But yeah, RoboCop is very different from the first to the second one, where Halloween is like, yeah, seamless. You can't tell it's years apart. It's like it seems like one big movie. I like how
It seems like the same night. They pick up right
same
after.
night, and it's at the hospital. It has this moments. I mean, it's like the annoying thing with like the doctor and the nurse or the fuck, you know, they have their own weird thing going on, whatever. It's typical fucking, you know.
I like when Michael is all rubbing on that chick that's in the hospital.
Yeah,
room.
yeah, yeah.
And she's like smelling his fingers and stuff. I'm like, ugh. God.
But the fucking ending. The ending was cool, where he just like walks out. And he's like all on fire and shit.
Yeah, and for the longest time, that was I think someone broke it now, but that was the longest firewalk anybody's ever done.
Like no cuts. It was just straight him walking.
Yeah.
It's impressive as fuck.
Yeah. My number 4, my friend, is H2O, bitches.
H2O, that water, hydrogen, and oxygen.
H2O. H2O.
Yeah.
It is the first Halloween movie I've ever seen in theaters. And I think that's why it's there. I know I know all the problems. I know the masks. I know there's a gang of masks using this, and they all suck.
Yeah.
Michael was kind of goofy looking. You know, he's kind of like long and lanky, and like he kind of looks more like It to me. Like he looks more like a clown. Like his hair's kind of punk rock in this. And but the ending, I love how Laurie Strode finally has the balls enough.
Like she was like
to
badass.
face
I
Michael.
think she was more badass in this movie.
That dude.
Than
at the
now.
end, when she's like, Michael, and she fucking
Yeah.
says, "Fuck," she'll go to town. She's telling her son John, get
Yeah.
out of here. And she's like, Mom, and she's like, go, you get the fuck. And she locks the gate, and then fucking grabs an axe and was like, Michael, like fucking, I'm right here, bitch. Bring it
Yeah,
up.
I was.
And
yeah,
they finally have their duel.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I think she's like more badass in that movie.
Because she's so fucked up in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Uh-huh.
She's still like traumatized. She's screaming and shit like that. And Michael Myers is dead. You know what I mean? All that shit. And anyway, she's trying to raise her son. She's divorced. She's really scared of her son even getting in. You can't just walk around town or whatever when he fucking sneaks out to go get some fucking wine or whatever gay shit he was doing. But then, yeah, you know, it's all the fucking days. You had to pick this one. That shit. Yeah. Halloween is like a nightmare for her.
Yeah.
Every fucking, and probably more than that, you know? But she always is like, have this recurring thing that she's still not safe. And then bam, Michael shows up.
All right. So for my number 4, I have Halloween 4.
Halloween 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty up there. I don't know. I when I watched it, I enjoyed the fuck out of it. I just like, I don't know. I think just
It's a great movie.
it's a good movie, and it's like just you get attached to Jamie as a character. You like Rachel as a character. I don't know. It's just like they have good chemistry, and then the story alone, that you know, the daughter and all that shit. And then at the end, it's like she fucking, she kills
One-
again.
one
She
of-
kills again.
That is one of the best endings.
Yeah, and she's all standing there, all badass, like with the clown costume.
That's
on.
when we should do ranking the endings. Like,
Yeah.
Because that's one of the best endings. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, because and he's like, no, no,
Yeah.
no, you all freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, and I'm saying like.
He's gonna kill her
Yeah.
because he knows the evil just won't die. You know what I mean? You gotta fucking end it. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying.
Halloween 4 is the shit.
Out of that trilogy, I like Halloween 4 the most, and I would watch that like multiple
Like,
times.
1, 2, 4 is sick. If that's your trilogy, is 1, 2, 4, you're good.
Yeah.
That's a sick fucking trilogy right there, dude.
Cause you can end it right there at 4, and that's it. And
Yeah,
like-
or
and
you
like-
can keep going with 5
yeah.
and 6 if you want to.
But if you don't want to, I'm like, I don't think you should. That's good.
No, 1, 2, 4
1, 2, 4 is like
is
just the
great.
shit. Yeah.
Because and 4 was 10 years later. It was
Mm-hmm.
perfect. It was just like 10 years after the first one.
Yeah.
So it was like bam, bam, bam. It was beautiful. My number 3 is John Carpenter's Halloween.
What?
1978.
What?
Yes, sir.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir.
I'm actually shook right now. I cannot
Halloween
believe
1 is in my number 3. Sue me. Hate me. I don't know. I just feel like this movie is awesome. I love how it's the beginning of everything. You can't deny it. It's one of the... It is what jump-started the slasher craze, you know. Getting introduced to Michael Myers. Seeing how he stalks people. I love all that shit about it. I love how he's like, even in the car, even in the station wagon that he steals or whatever, you know, you just see him like creepily like come up or whatever, and hit the brakes when they're talking shit, and you just take off. You're just fucking with them. You're just like,
Yeah,
it's the introduction of Michael and Laurie.
yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like Halloween is definitely like this, like the jump start of like the whole slasher thing. A lot of people are probably gonna be like, actually, it's Psycho.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's not. I don't know. I feel like Psycho is like, it is considered an OG, but I don't know. I feel like it's like completely different than like, I don't know. It's like its own thing.
Enjoyment wise, like I feel like my next two, I get more enjoyment out of.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it is. That's all it is. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. Of course, it's in my number 3. That's not terrible.
No,
you know?
it's
just if I was gonna watch Halloween, this is what I would watch this is the order I would watch them in. And yeah, it's in my number 3.
my number 3 is Halloween Kills. I don't know. I feel like that was probably one of the most funnest experiences in theaters when it comes to Halloween.
Oh yeah.
I feel like, yeah, like going,
It was right after COVID times.
yeah, right after COVID times and like being back in the theater and stuff like that. So it was fucking hype, like just seeing that movie. And the opening.
We were so fucking stoked.
Yeah.
God, we were stoked.
And the opening with the firefighters is so fucking badass. Like,
and
I
they
don't
had
know,
it on Peacock
the same day.
the same day.
So we saw it in
we saw-
theaters, and we went home and watched it.
and watched it right again, like right back to back.
Yeah, it was awesome. Again, like I said, the opening with the firefighters is just, I don't know. It's like it's the sheer brutality. Like you said, if you just want to see Michael fuck people up, like dude, Halloween Kills is the movie to watch.
This is the movie.
The only thing that I just don't like myself too is the hospital scene where like the guy where it's sad because they're thinking this guy is Michael and it's not Michael, and it's kind of showing like how much fear is in people. You can just say one thing and everyone will just follow you, and you can fuck someone else's life up for no reason, without thinking things through. And they definitely showed it, so props for that. But it's just kind of hard to watch because I feel bad for him.
You think this guy killed fucking all these people back then?
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. People called him Danny DeVito.
yeah.
All right. That leads us to our number 2, which is Halloween 4 for me, my friends.
Nice.
Halloween 4. I got mad love for this movie. This is the first Halloween movie I've ever seen. For most, like, probably, I don't know. I saw Halloween 4. I saw Halloween 5. I didn't see Halloween 1 until after I saw Halloween 6. just because of my age. And you just
yeah.
you just watched whatever, you know what I mean?
Whatever's out at the time.
But yeah, I remember having a deep connection with Jamie because I was around the same age as her, and just seeing like this happen to her and everything like that. Like I was really connected with Halloween because of that, because we're kids, you know. And this is like Michael's after a fucking kid this time.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
And my mom would put Noxzema all over her face and fucking stare at me and tell me Michael's gonna get me and shit. So I was freaked the fuck out of Michael. So but now I have a fucking like obsession with the guy. Like, yeah, this one. If like what we're saying, if you want to do 1, 2, 4, I think it's perfect. I think that's where you end it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. With the ending, no, he's freaking out, and she's standing there in the same clown costume, like similar to like what Michael had, and just the evil passed on. You know, there it is. And yeah, it's just fucking badass. Like that movie's Rachel's awesome.
That's what I'm saying. Like you get so
the
attached.
kills are awesome. Michael's fucking up everybody. He's fucking up the whole town. He doesn't even care.
Like there's no one left.
Yeah, and that's when you realize that Michael's kind of like meticulous in what he does. And he's not just this walking zombie. Like there's actually like some thought put into what he's doing. Yeah, even Loomis is awesome in this. This would have been a perfect part 3. And if that fucking Season of the Witch bullshit wasn't there, we'd call this Halloween 3 and it'd be a perfect little trilogy. Awesome.
And it ended right there if he wanted to.
Michael, why now? When he's all at the gas station or whatever?
Yeah.
It's so serious. It's almost like Shakespeare. Like, why now? And he's like, if you want another victim, take me. But leave those people at peace. Or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, God damn it. You know what I mean? Like, he's like willing, like, dude, fuck me up, but leave them alone. Like, it's like, God, I love Loomis. And then you get to part 5,
and he's
fucking psycho.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit in that one.
God, why, dude? Anyway, Halloween 4. I love Halloween 4. I watch Halloween 4 probably the most, besides my number 1. I've seen Halloween 4 more times than I've seen my number 1, but Halloween 4 is definitely up there. I love it, and it's hard to find. If you want to buy a copy of it, it's like fucking $30 or $50 or something like that. It's really hard to find. Yeah.
My number 2 is going to be Halloween 78. The original, the first Halloween is my number 2. I don't know. I feel like I have a really. It's always the first movies, but unfortunately there is one that is outdoes the original. But the original, I like it. I don't know. It's the jump start to what you said. The jump start of a slasher, love for the slasher films. It's a staple. Halloween is like a staple in like slasher.
I think they were the first ones to do like the POV shot too.
Yes,
with the mask and stuff like that. Like a lot of respect for the first film, because John Carpenter fucking nailed it, dude. It's still cool to watch this day. When we watch it, it's fucking great. It's just not as good as the number.
It's not. It's good. As I'm saying, for it being like in that.
That's when the iconic fucking theme came in, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have to do it. You guys know it, but you know what I'm talking about. That shit is fucking awesome. It's iconic. Like, Michael was born out of this, and they had to make a makeshift mask. I think originally it was supposed to look like a clown. So
like learning about how much shit they went into for a movie that was very low budget, it's very ominous, and it's crazy. I don't know. Honestly, it's just the start of everything of what it is today, and that's why it's my number 2 spot. So I would watch it.
We wouldn't have all these beautiful Halloween movies if we didn't have Halloween 78.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Halloween 78 is an awesome movie. That's why it's my number 3. It's why you're number 2.
Number 2. But there is one that
we do have a similar interest in. 2018, bitches.
Yeah, that is my number 1 as well.
Oh shit.
Halloween 2018 is my number 1.
This one right here. That's why I have this picture here. My sister got this for me. But this movie. Remember I told you guys that story in the last video about how that guy was eating peanuts next to me and I was so pissed off about it? Well, I went and saw it again with another buddy because of that experience. He was like, oh, he's all, I need to see a movie. What do you want to see? And he's like, I'm thinking Venom or I'm thinking 2018. And I was like, oh shit. He said, you already saw that, right? Do you want to see Venom? And I was like, no. Let's go see 2018. You gotta see it. And yeah, dude, He had a blast with it because it's awesome. And he's not even a Halloween fan, and he liked it. Like, he knew the premise of Michael Myers and shit, but he's not like a nerd like I am about like fucking, you know what I mean? I just love Halloween movies, and yeah, he loved it. He thought it was awesome. He thought it was cool shit. James Jude Courtney, the GOAT. Like, I fucking love his portrayal of Michael Myers.
Yeah.
He is the sick. That scene when he first gets his mask back and he shuts that fucking trunk.
Yeah.
I feel like 50 Cent should be playing in the background. I feel like, bow, 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 bow,
and he slams that shit.
Bow, bow. Yeah, it's such a fucking sick scene, dude. And how he fucks people up, but he does it in his Michael way. It's brutal. They brought it into a new generation, but if he was locked up that long, he wants to do some fucking damage.
Yeah.
When he first gets on the street, bumps into that kid, and it's like one continuous shot when he's going from house to house. Oh my god, dude. I was in love with that scene, dude. Oh, this is badass. He has a walk down. It's not robotic, but it's just like a light fucking trot. You know what I mean? And then he stabs that bitch in the neck, looks at the baby.
Yeah.
Oh, first he beats the shit out of the bitch with the hammer.
Yeah, and then he gets a knife.
He finds a hammer. It's all the POV shot. They fucking nailed it. Just like original Halloween, just like the fucking 78.
Yeah.
Oh, so much beautiful love to that first movie. You know what I mean? So much love was put into it. And Danny McBride was a co-writer on it.
That's another thing too that I forgot until you said it right now. Yeah, this new trilogy is written by Danny McBride
and David Gordon Green.
But the one that's
and then they had different writers for the other ones too.
But that one blows my mind the most. That Danny McBride.
Yeah, they came up with it.
That's fucking crazy.
They're like, what if? Okay, it's 40 years later. Run with me here. Walk with me. Trot with me. But then they had, okay, what if Lori was still fucked up over this? We forget H2O happened. We throw that away. Okay? Instead, she's been preparing for Michael's return this whole time. It's made her nutcase. Nobody believes her. Everybody thinks she's a psycho.
Yeah.
And then what if Michael actually comes back? He's like 60 years old. It'll work. Trust me.
He's like 100.
And it did. And it did. Because Michael is one of those people that you can do that with. Because he has something in him that is unexplainable. We don't know what the fuck it is, but he can take shot after shot, hit after hit, and just keep going at his slow pace, at his fucking...
Yeah.
God, Michael Myers, he's the fucking shit. And when like Oscar dies or whatever, and he's like, I'm sorry, man, I was just going you ever had a girl that you couldn't have or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And Michael's just standing there. Like, I was like, that's great, you know? And then you get the scene with the lights, the motion detector lights. Yeah. Sick movie. I was so fucking happy with it. I know a lot of people had problems with it, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. I fucking loved it. And then when it first came out, you didn't know there was going to be more because they had to see how this one went before they can go to the more. Mm-hmm. And when it got announced that Halloween Kills was coming, I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude! Another Halloween." The pandemic fucked everything up, and we had to fucking stay indoors, and nothing was getting released, and it was, oh my god, it's such bullshit. Thank God we're not in that situation anymore, and that's why we should appreciate the theater more. 2018 is our favorite Halloween movie. And I don't think it's going to change. But we will see if it will change.
Who knows, maybe.
When we get through this franchise, one by one, and rank it at the end. We'll see you again. This is Rock Hard. Out.
Good night. Or good morning. Or whenever. Good morrow.